Imagine going through life thinking you're hated for something you did. But what if I told you sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time? What if the hate and anger aimed at you isn't even yours to bear? Today, we're exposing the shocking truth about where your hate really belongs and how misplaced anger can silently destroy relationships, maybe even your own mind. And trust me, once you see this, you'll never look at conflict the same way again. If you're interested in breaking free from these destructive cycles and leveling up your mindset, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell right now so you never miss another eye-opening episode from the Growth Mindset Project. Let's dig in. Maybe you've noticed how sometimes someone seems to dislike you for no real reason. You walk into a room, do nothing wrong, and yet someone's got it out for you. The truth is, more often than not, you're simply standing in the wrong place. You're receiving anger that was meant for someone else, channeled through a web of emotion that you weren't even part of. Take, for example, a well-known character from a popular story. Someone filled to the brim with bitterness, directing their pain at the wrong target. From the very beginning, the innocent person in that story never stood a chance. The resentment aimed at them wasn't really about who they were, but about what they represented. The one doing the hating was haunted by heartbreak and loss, unable to face the real source of their pain. And when that anger couldn't be directed where it truly belonged, it spilled over, misplaced onto someone innocent. Whenever this character looks at their target, they're reminded of pain, loss, and betrayal. The innocent one has done nothing wrong. They're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, caught in the crossfire of emotions that aren't even theirs. That's the dark power of displaced hatred. And the most terrifying part? Most people don't even realize they're doing this. They think their emotion is justified, when really they're fighting a ghost from their past. But why is this so familiar? Why does this dynamic resonate with so many of us? It's because, whether we're aware of it or not, we've probably been both sides of this story, both the one misplacing anger and the one unfairly receiving it. If this is already making you rethink your own experiences, drop a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever felt like the target of someone else's misplaced anger? Let's dive deeper. Displaced hatred isn't just a story element. It's a brutal reality in everyday life. It's something I've seen countless times in therapy. When someone keeps returning to the same patterns of anger or resentment, it's almost never about the person or situation they think. I once heard a mentor say, the real issue is often the one no one talks about. Imagine someone growing up with a loud, abusive parent. They tell stories about the shouting, the punishment, the chaos. You'd think the whole story is written. For years they focus on that pain, but somehow the wounds never seem to heal. The anger lingers. Then, dig a little deeper. There's another parent in the background. The quiet one, the good one. The one who maybe stands by as things get bad, but tries to soften the blows after. The one they feel gratitude toward, even though, deep down, there's anger brewing. Why didn't they protect you? Why didn't they speak up? Love and anger can't easily coexist in the same space. So the mind shuffles feelings around, hiding the real source of anger from view. That hatred gets stored somewhere else, directed at someone safer or less threatening. And suddenly, the parent who just tried their best becomes saintly in your mind, and all the rage you can't allow yourself to feel toward them finds a new home. Maybe a sibling, a friend, or a total stranger. Or in a work setting, Maybe your coworker is inexplicably icy. You didn't do anything wrong, but they treat you like you caused all their problems. The real conflict? It's probably with the boss, but the risk of challenging authority feels too high, so you become the target by proximity. Collateral damage in someone else's emotional war. You're just standing in the wrong place. So here's the trap people fall into. They desperately try to fix things. They bend over backwards, killing their haters with kindness, taking on more responsibility, hoping that if they just work harder, things will improve. But all it does is drain your mental energy because you're trying to solve a problem that isn't really yours. When you are in the wrong place, no amount of effort can fix the wrong focus. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is simply step out of the line of fire, stop personalizing what was never meant for you, and protect your own emotional space. Let me remind you, if this is hitting home, help us keep spreading awareness by liking, subscribing, and dropping a comment about a time you felt caught in the wrong place, paying the price for someone else's battle. Now, what if the person misplacing hatred is you? Maybe you find yourself unreasonably angry at someone who doesn't deserve it. Or maybe you're filled with resentment, and it never really goes away, no matter how much you try to let it go. Here's a key question. Who are you not allowed to be angry with in your life? There's almost always someone we put on a pedestal, but even the people we love deeply can let us down. When they do, we struggle to admit it, and instead, funnel our negative feelings elsewhere. It's like our minds refuse to accept that anger can exist alongside love. So the anger gets packed away and redirected. Parents, partners, friends, if you feel like you're carrying hate that won't budge, look for the hidden source. Sometimes hatred isn't directed outward at all. It turns inward. Self-loathing is another common byproduct of displaced anger. When the pain is too much to throw at others, it gets aimed squarely at ourselves, brewing into depression, helplessness, and inaction. It paralyzes us, leaving us stuck in a cycle that only feeds on itself. Let's take, for example, people who find themselves endlessly angry at an entire group, maybe men or women, or people in specific communities. Often, this anger can be traced back to one experience, a person who mattered deeply, whose actions caused heartbreak or betrayal. The mind can't reconcile the love and the pain, so it generalizes the feeling and hands it out indiscriminately. Suddenly, the hate isn't in the right place. It's everywhere except where it belongs. That's why the path to freedom from this cycle starts with brutal honesty. Ask, who did I need most? And how did they let me down? What anger am I hiding from myself? It can be painful to walk down this road, but that's where all the energy locked up in resentment finally dissolves. That's how you finally stop punishing yourself or others for wounds you never wanted in the first place. And the moment you identify the real source, the emotional fog clears and you regain power over your narrative instead of letting your past write your future. Before you go, if you want to keep learning how to step out of the wrong place and take control of your growth, check out our other videos right here. And don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss another episode from the Growth Mindset Project.